Good morning, everyone. I'm Winnie from Hunan, and welcome to the show Learning with Sunflowers. Learning with Sunflowers is a TV show which is shown on the last Wednesday of each month on channel SPD1. And on this show, we hope that you guys can get some interesting information and can entertain at the same time. So, Hunan, what is the topic of today? Well, this month we're going to talk about a very interesting topic. It's about Facebook, a social network founded in 2004 by Mark Zuckerberg. Facebook is become more and more popular in many countries all over the world. To have people in this country use Facebook easily, it is translated from its local language, original language, from a huge number of local languages, including Vietnamese. So our topic today is talking about the differences between English version and Vietnamese version of Facebook. Okay, that's a very interesting topic now because we all know that Facebook is a very popular website all over the world and it's not exception in Vietnam. And between the English version and the Vietnamese version of Facebook, there are some differences that not many people notice. But when I think of Facebook, I can think of so many things. So, can we mention anything of Facebook in just 15 minutes? Of course, no need, because of the limited time on the show, only 15 minutes. So, we just focus on three main parts of Facebook, including home, profile, and group. You and I, first of all, will talk about the first part of Facebook. It's home. Okay, let me think. When we talk about differences between English version and the English version of Facebook, we definitely have to mention the methods of translation. As I remember, there are two main methods of translation. They are semantic translation and communicative translation. Is it correct, ma'am? That's right, I agree with you. However, there's one more thing I want you and the viewers to notice that most of Facebook terms are translated with the semantic methods, and just a minority of them are translated with the communicative method. So now let's take a closer look at Facebook Home to see how these methods are used when translating terms. So, in English version we have edit profile, and in Vietnamese version we have Chỉnh sửa trang cá nhân. Similarly, in English version we have update status, a photo and video, and in Vietnamese version we have cập nhật trạng thái, thêm ảnh, video, and search for people, places, and things in English version and tìm kiếm người, địa điểm và mọi thứ in Vietnamese version. So, this semantics method brings us exactly the same message from the original language into the local language, or from English into Vietnamese. And as you and the viewers can see on the screen, there are some more examples for this method when translating from English into Vietnamese. They are rather simple and easy to understand, right? So, Nhi, how do you think about that? Of course, I totally agree with you, Lan. And from your examples on the screen, I and the viewers can see that semantic translation is the main method used when translating Facebook terms. But now one thing I noticed when I use Facebook is that besides using this method, the executive of Facebook also uses a second method, which is communicative method. And okay, we will wait for to see the examples of this. By using this method, there have been additional meanings to the terms that they become more comprehensible for Facebook users in Vietnam. And if as you and the viewers can see from the screen, we have some examples of this, so we can understand it better. Okay. We have news page, and when it's translated into Vietnamese, we have the term đã tin. Similarly, insights to học kinh edit, page script to nguồn gốc ra, and web script to nguồn gốc trò chơi. So, do you agree with me, Lan? Yes, Nhi. However, there's also limitation when translating from English into Vietnamese. So, as you can see on the screen, in English version we have both, and The Vietnamese user may be confused because they don't know nor understand what this app is used for. So I think the executives of Facebook should think more about that and give another term for it, which is more suitable. You're right. And you and I just went through the first part of the TV show Learning with Sunflowers today. Now it's time for advertisement. Don't go away, we'll be back in a minute. Welcome back to Learning with Sunflower. I'm Han and my partner today here. We will continue to tell you about the translation methods I use to translate from original Facebook into Vietnamese Facebook version. So as Winnie and Huma has mentioned before, so now we will take a look on the Facebook of Facebook Plus and we see how the private profile was translated from English into Vietnamese and do you know the main methods that were used to translate from English into Vietnamese? There are two main methods I use to translate from profile Facebook. It's the semantic translation and communicative translation. Now we are going to semantic translation. It is a term which is focused on word-for-word translation method. I will show you some examples. Status will be translated into trạng thái. Friends is bạn bè and groups is nhóm. These words totally translate literally. And similarly, update info will be translated into cập nhật thông tin. Like, comment and share will be translated into thích, bình luận and chia sẻ respectively. So I got it. So I will give you some of the same phrases like this. So public will be công khai, friends will be bạn bè, only me chuyển hình tôi, and at location will be thêm địa điểm. It also the word for word translation method. That's right. And now we move to the next method. It's the communicative translation. Now look at the example. View activity log. Do you know what it is in Vietnamese? Let me say, view maybe some activities is hoạt động and log is đăng nhập. So view activity log, I think it is xem hoạt động đăng nhập. So is it right? The meaning is that you guys is right, but actually it's xem nhật ký hoạt động. Activity log is hoạt động đăng nhập. When they translate into Vietnamese, they will be nhật ký hoạt động because it is more familiar with Vietnamese user when they use Facebook. Similarly, what's on your mind will be translated into bạn đang nghĩ. Bạn đang nghĩ gì? And when someone wants to update their status, it's also community translation. Let's take a look at the table on the screen to see how communicative translation is used and compare with word-for-word translation. I think it's kind of interesting, and I have some examples for you, about really good view. More example and profile picture will be added. Also, the communicative translation method, and as you can see, a table on the screen about if you translate it by word-for-word translation, it will be vague. But to get the user or the readers more clearly and easy to understand, we will use communicative translation method. So about will be good view. And similarly, more in word-for-word translation will be communicative, but in communicative translation is a same. And the same as profile pictures. In word-for-word translation, it will be lý ảnh, but in communicative translation, it's the ảnh đại diện. Yeah, I see. And I found a problem of equivalence when Facebook is translated is a tag photo. Do you know what this means? Tag is gắn thẻ, photo is ảnh. So tag photo may be gắn thẻ. That's right. Tag photo when they translate gắn thẻ. because some young people they usually use tag more than gắn thẻ, and I think because instead saying that cậu gắn thẻ tên tớ vào bức ảnh này nhé, they tend to say that cậu tên tớ vào bức ảnh này nhé.
Yeah, I totally agree with you, and I think Facebook shouldn't translate this term.
And so now we have just seen overview the private profile, and now we will take a short break, and don't go away. Learning with Sunflower will be right back.
Bà Hồng Lan có tán dễ sợ.
Hi guys, Learning with Sunflowers has come back with two new sunflowers. My name is Hoàng Lan.
My name is Quang Trọng.
We've just gone through 2 of 3 parts in our today's program, and now we would like to introduce to you the final part, that is group. So in our part, we're going to show you not only some translation methods used in Facebook, but also some tips on how to create your own Facebook group. It's really straightforward. And here is the common interface of the group on Facebook. And John, can you tell me the first step on how to create the Facebook group?
Okay, and now I would like to show you some steps to build a group. And the first thing to build a group, you need to find the icon, the green icon, create group, and it is on the right side of the Facebook screen. See, it's over there. And in Vietnamese, it means tạo nhóm. And as you know, the word create means tạo, group means nhóm. And in this occasion, the translator used the word-for-word translation method. So now it's really easy to understand. And after that, after clicking that icon, you will see the privacy table.
Here we want to mention the word privacy to you. So as we normally know, privacy is a noun which means sự riêng tư or sự riêng biệt. But here it is quyền riêng tư. That means in this context, the translator wants the Vietnamese Facebook users know that when they go to this table, they will know some of their rights on creating their own Facebook group.
And in this table,
so that is translation. So that is semantic translation method.
And in this table, you will see 3 different options. They are public group, closed group, and secret group. They are, in Vietnamese, they are nhóm công khai, nhóm nội bộ, and nhóm bí mật respectively.
I can understand quite easily why public and secret group means nhóm công khai and nhóm bí mật. They use the faithful translation method here, right?
Yeah, exactly.
So that means those words are not only translated simply, but also changed in their order in order to be more suitable with the context. But I find it really interesting in the term closed group, because you know, as far as I know, closed means not or belong, but here it is not all. Can you tell me the reason why?
Yeah, like you said, the word closed means don't or belong. And if the translator use the word-for-word translation method or literal or the faithful translation method, it's gonna be bị đóng nhóm or nhóm bị đóng, so it doesn't make any sense. So that's why the translator need to use the semantic translation to make the word nội bộ more suitable in this occasion.
Well, your instruction is really easy to understand. Thank you. And here I want to mention one more thing, that is the sentence below the word closed. Anyone can find the group and see who's in it. If you use the word-for-word translation method, it will be bất kỳ ai có thể tìm thấy cả nhóm và xem ai ở trong nó. I actually don't understand what that means, even though I'm Vietnamese and it is written in Vietnamese sentence. So I think that's also one of the reasons why the translator used the communicative translation method. So after reading the sentence, bất kỳ ai cũng có thể tìm được nhóm và xem thành viên của nhóm. I'm sure that the Facebook users will understand more deeply about the purpose of this kind of group.
One more thing we would like to share with you is the purpose of creating group. That is, group makes it easier than ever to share with friends, family and teammates in Vietnamese. IDI nhóm giúp chia sẻ với bạn bè, gia đình và thành viên nhóm dễ dàng hơn bao giờ hết. And the translator used the communicative translation method. You see that the phrase easier than ever, which means hơn, dễ dàng hơn bao giờ hết, is put at the end of the phrase, at the sentence when translated. So now it's really easy and it is really suitable to Vietnamese grammar.
Wow, really interesting. So after 15 minutes learning